Alright, so we're back with the hopefully isn't terrible seed of Minecraft. Here I am in a tiny little villager house that I camped out in for the night, and wow, I had a lot more stuff than I thought I did. It's been a little while since I've been on this world, so you'll have to give me a moment to reorient myself with what's going on, but it looks like we're in a village that's primed and ready for maybe a wall to go around it and for me to build a house. So I think that's what we'll get started on doing, building a house and then maybe starting up a little bit of a wall, just a small one to help defend the village from things on the outside and maybe encapsulate some of these housing. And there's a horse over there. Let's go check it out. Oh, this is baby cow. Look at him following his little mom. We're definitely going to want to take care of some of these horses here. The ravine? Let's go check out this ravine real quick. There are more horses here. A ravine can be a good quick way to start your Minecraft adventures off on a good foot here. Because it can get you quite far down in the earth without a lot of effort. One more. There we go. Let's pick up all this iron here. We'll be on our way to making some armor, maybe some weapons for us out of iron. That should be good enough for now. Looks like there's a bit of a mine shaft. Oh, there's definitely a mine shaft here. Well, let's go check that out. I am a bit worried about running into spiders. But luckily, don't seem to be any right here. I'm gonna have to be careful as I go deeper into these. Make sure I don't run into any really dark areas. So, speaking of, there you go, right there. I had a mod on on another version of Minecraft that I was playing that keeps everything really bright for you. Looks like there's no diamonds down here, but I'm definitely going to come back when I have better gear to check this out, see what good resources we can find, because it puts you right down there, which is good. I just don't want to be down here while the only tools I have are a couple of pickaxes and, no weapons or armor to really speak of. So I'm gonna run back up. It's supposed to be going over to this one over here. There we go. Right? Oh, maybe? Hard to tell. There's some gold right there. Ooh. Well, that guy just went into the lava, so that was nice. This is the side I came down out of. So, there we go. So that was a bit scary for a minute. Yeah, let's keep exploring. I didn't see too much good down there, but it does lead right into a mine shaft, which I am happy to explore. Just need a little bit more armor and prep time for that. So I am gonna go back. Here to pop up on this hill, see if there was any more villages. Let's go back. Let's put some prep work into our little village and give ourselves some armor and some arms. Wow, a lot more coal, actually. So that's pretty neat. It's always really nice when you find a village or a ravine right next to a village, and especially on a plains biome where you've got all these different animals at your disposal. Really helps, the resource gathering process and everything. Definitely makes it a lot easier to work your way up whatever tree you're looking for, whether that's the building tree or the tech tree for weapons or armor or whatever else. Especially when the village has some pigs and other things already available to it. And it is turning dark, so I do think I'm gonna um you guys for real right now? Okay. Get out of there. They can't get themselves out. Alright. There you go. Work your way out of there. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll get to work today on chopping down some trees and getting ourselves some other resources here. This village is actually pretty nice because it's got a couple of horses penned up there and pigs. It's got another pen here for pigs, although it's not being used. It's got plenty of different types of food. Let's even buy a couple of beehives, which is a real bonus. Oh, there's a cat. Yeah, oh, there's a cat. Plus the ravine. Although, honestly, that's just about it in terms of this village. There's not much else to it. I guess the question I have is, where do I want to start my house? I think I'm going to start it up on this hill over there, a little bit away from the village, and kind of let the village grow into where my house is. However, I do want to start quarrying a little bit. Need some stone, or a significant amount of stone, actually. So I'm going to start on that first, and then I'll start worrying about exactly where I'm going to build. In here. Alright, well, so that is it for this top part of the cave. But I do feel pretty accomplished with this, and this will make a fine quarry for cobblestone for whenever I need it in the future. It's relatively close to the surface, it's easy to light up and make sure that no enemies just randomly spawn in here. And there was a lot of iron to get me started. Alright, not bad for one little expedition just into that tiny first portion of that cave. I didn't even go that deep into it. I'm already over a stack of iron, so I can get a full complement of iron armor and tools. So once I smelt those, furnace anyway, And then to start off, I'm just gonna build myself a little villager-style house, kind of like this one. Just to make a small place to put my chests, so that I'm not camping out in that villager's house anymore. There we go. I have a whole suit of iron armor now. It's not perfect, but honestly, it's good enough. I don't really need any higher equipment than that. And get myself an iron sword and good to go. I do think I have enough cobblestone now and wood with which to finish making my house, or start making my house, as the case may be. So I do think I'm going to go do that. Um, like I said, I'm going to build it on this hill a little bit away from the village, but still within the city boundaries or the village boundaries. And then you get to work on doing everything else and making sure the villagers have, a home to call their own. Um, I do like this little spot on this hill right here. I do think I want to make this my home. I am going to get rid of this tree. Do that, and I'll lay out my basic house, so it'll be just like one of these default villager houses, and I'll be back. There are 3 farmers now? There are 3 farmers now. Look at that. This is the 3rd one. The 3rd farming block. That's what I want to know now. 'Cause I see 2. Well, there. It ain't much to look at right now, I know, but it's my simple, boxy home. Sort of. Got a bit of an angle there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move in and put a couple chests in there and a bed and, start reorganizing my stuff, but I'm happy with how far I've gotten. So the only problem with this village is I'm down to 3 villagers, all of which are now farmers. So I do know what I'm gonna do next time, and that is make some more villagers, or have them make some more villagers, and hopefully get some of them out of the farming profession. I do have plenty of profession blocks from which to choose, so I do think we'll be off to a good start. Otherwise, so far, this is the little village that I found myself occupying or surviving in. This is my little new friend house, I guess you could call it. 2 of our 3 villagers here who are happily farming, which is good, and plenty of animals. So I think we're off to a good start. I've got plenty of resources to really get started, and next time I think I'll help expand this village, get a couple more villagers in it, and explore that ravine. So until then, I'll leave you with this image of me wearing my new shiny iron armor.